Pantheon AI presents. Oracle stock explodes 25% in historic move, plus Bitcoin surges while markets fall. Welcome to the PAI Morning Briefing. Today is September 10th, 2025, and we have a fascinating market picture to break down for you.
Good morning, everyone. Fascinating is the right word, John. We've got some real contrast today. Where should we start?
Let's start with a quick overview of the traditional markets. On the stock side, the major indexes are showing some mild fluctuations. The S&P 500 is hovering around 65.43, down just 0.1%.
Okay, so a very slight dip. What about the Dow and Nasdaq?
Similar story. The Dow is trading around 45,532, down about 0.4%, and the Nasdaq is near 21,944, off by about 0.2. So some modest downward pressure, but overall, things feel relatively stable.
Right, it's not panic selling, more like a cautious pause. And I see the Russell 2000, which tracks small caps, is also down a bit. That suggests investors are maybe a little hesitant about growth-oriented companies today.
Exactly. But Sarah, while the stock market is showing caution, the crypto space is telling a completely different story.
It really is. It feels like crypto didn't get the memo about being cautious today. What are the numbers looking like?
Well, Bitcoin is trading at approximately $113,778, and it's up over 2%. Ethereum is also climbing, nearing $4,400 with a 1.7% gain.
So you have this clear divergence. Equities are pulling back slightly, but digital assets are pushing forward. What do you make of that? Is this investors hedging, or is crypto just operating in its own universe right now?
That is the big question. It could be a bit of both. But there's another major factor hanging over everything: monetary policy. Whispers about the upcoming August CPI report are making everyone nervous about the Fed's next move on interest rates.
Absolutely. That report, which drops tomorrow, feels like the main event everyone's waiting for. A surprise inflation number could really throw a wrench in the hopes for more rate cuts. But, John, we can't talk about today without mentioning the single biggest headline out there: Oracle.
Unbelievable, isn't it? For a company with a market cap well over $500 billion to be gaining more than 25% in a single day, it's historic. No company of that size has ever pulled off a move like this.
It's staggering. And it's not just an Oracle story. This blowout report from them is lifting so many other AI-related stocks. It's like a massive vote of confidence for the entire sector. I even saw Cramer is shouting, buy recommendations on a couple of names he thinks will ride this wave.
It's a powerful ripple effect. But, not every story is so bright today. Let's talk about the EV sector, specifically NIO.
Oof, yeah, that's a cautionary tale. NIO stock is having what might be its worst day in nearly 2 years. What happened?
The culprit was a large stock offering priced at a deep discount. It's a move that left investors feeling pretty uneasy because it dilutes the value for existing shareholders.
It's a potent reminder of how capital-raising strategies can seriously impact investor sentiment. So we have this incredible AI-driven surge from Oracle on one hand, and a painful dilution story from NIO on the other. What a mix.
It really is. And beneath these headlines, you have these broader sector trends. In tech, besides Oracle, the buzz is all about cloud computing and AI investments. It feels like we're on the cusp of a major transformation.
And in finance, the mood is much more subdued, right? Institutional investors are being cautious, watching inflation and potential regulatory shifts.
That's a good way to put it. And let's not forget the energy sector. It's not making headlines today, but with geopolitical tensions and the push toward renewables, it's a critical area to watch for long-term strategy.
It's like the quiet, reliable player in the background. All of this is so interconnected, too. The moves in the U.S. markets, especially with that CPI report looming, are being watched all over the world.
Absolutely. A shift in U.S. inflation data can trigger movements in everything from European bonds to Asian manufacturing. What happens here definitely doesn't stay here.
So this brings up some questions for our listeners. Given these signals, how are you thinking about your portfolio? Are you leaning into the tech and AI momentum, or are you favoring stability?
Great questions. And as for what the experts are predicting, the consensus is to brace for more volatility, especially in the next few sessions around the CPI data. But many also see these modest dips as potential buying opportunities for long-term investors.
And there's growing chatter that the crypto surge might finally pull more institutional money into the space, which could help smooth out some of that infamous volatility over time.
That would be a fascinating development. So to quickly recap the key takeaways for today, major stock indexes are slightly down, showing caution. Crypto is buzzing with positive gains. Oracle has made a historic AI-fueled surge, while NEO serves as a cautionary tale.
And the big one, tomorrow's August CPI report is on everyone's radar, holding the potential to really shake up the market's expectations for Fed policy. It's a lot to digest.
It sure is. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of the PAI Morning Briefing. We hope this conversation helps you navigate your investment decisions.
Remember, Pantheon AI is here as your information co-pilot. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode, where we'll be breaking down that CPI report. Until then, happy investing. Pantheon AI, your information co-pilot.
Because learning shouldn't feel like a full-time job. Take care and see you next time.